come out. That was a hero we haven't seen in the group stage, and then we get it for both games in the playoffs. I will say RNG. I think their weakest link right now feels like it's Jay. He was performing really well too, so like I really hope he picks it up because it definitely feels like we're watching Super play really well. Setsu's played really well, but just a little bit lacking. I definitely don't think that they're playing poorly by any means, but we'll see.
I think Jay's been okay. Like I don't think any of them have been particularly great. They've been all right. Like
no, I'm not saying he's playing bad, but he was playing at I think he was playing a lot better like a couple weeks ago. And there's Warlock, first pick from Elephant. Wow,
they know what they want. Huh, that's surprising. But it kind of reminds me of Aston last series in the sense that they had an idea of what they wanted their opening picks to be before the series had even started, which is exactly how you should come in, right? Like they knew they wanted Warlock +1 because when they have second pick overall, like they can have this last pick of the first phase, so they can pair this Warlock with whatever they want.
Let's see. Trying to take a look at their Dota buff really quickly.
What was the carry hero they played with Warlock last time? Was it Sven? Or was it something else? It's a 50-50.
Let me take a look. I'm just going to look on Wikipedia because it is not loading. It was Sven. Both games. That was up against Aster. So they go Doom, which was a very popular hero. And I think this event, we haven't seen much of it. And I think we still see Doom elsewhere quite a bit.
Yeah, I like this hero. I think it's good. Like you say, it surprised me that it fell off so hard.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what they pick here, though. Because I think like this Spectre that we've talked about with Warlock Spectre before suddenly goes down in value up against the Doom. Like obviously at some point this game he can build the Axe with the break being really nice. It's a decent laner against the Spectre as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go Sven again.
I'm definitely not getting tired of this hero at all.
No, it's absolutely fine.
3 for 3 today. Yeah, I don't know. What else is there to say about this hero? Yeah, it's Valve, please. I'm so serious right now. Give it I don't care if there's a patch in the middle of the playoffs. I know you'll probably upset a couple of players, but
I don't care.
Yeah, just do it. Throw a wrench in everybody's plan.
A few months ago, I would, or like about a month ago, I've been really disappointed if they threw the patch in the middle of a tournament like this. But now I'm like, just I don't care if the players get upset. Just do it.
Trigger. Do it. Yeah. Change it. Or just make a Sven only patch. That's all I want to see. Sven, removed from captain's mode. That's it. Do it.
Well, with the new hero, especially, I imagine it is going to be a big patch. Like it's the post-TI patch, effectively, right? So.
Well, every patch has been the post-TI patch so far. Well, it's actually every patch has been the pre-TI patch. Yeah. I want to make that joke a little bit more rough. But yeah, I don't know. The hero probably won't be in captain's mode, though. Because usually new heroes come out and they're not in captain's mode for
the new hero won't be. But what I'm saying is, like, when a new hero comes, there's usually a big patch that comes with it. So,
could you imagine they just, the only change to Sven was he got an Arcana just out of nowhere? That's it. Change.
Oh, no.
Things the Dota community doesn't want to hear. There are no changes to Sven.
Is it sad that one of my favorite parts of a patch is when it first comes out and I get to load into the map with somebody and look for all the new ward spots and things and try and find all the cool information before anybody else does?
I wait for that first post to come out that just is this hero is broken, and I'm like, play a ranked game really quickly, and then play that hero, and then all of a sudden it's just there's a new patch, and it's B comes out and it's that hero gets nerfed or something like that.
No, I'm all about the long term. Because remember, we talked about that Omni against Magnus ages ago and stuff, and it started to appear and things, which was nice.
I give it up.
All right, so second phase bans coming in. They're protecting their Sven okay with the Legion and the Drow. I think Legion especially is very good up against Warlock, having that purge, and it lanes well up against the Sven, so makes sense. I think Slardar very good with Sven, obviously, as well. Void Spirit, interesting.
I wonder if they banned that TV watching that last game.
Well, it's that whole like physical damage against TB, right? Doesn't really work. So
Yeah. But that last game was like a slaughter.
yeah.
So.
You know what? I wasn't even surprised when they GG'd out either on Asta. You could just feel it, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could feel it. It's always surprising when it's just like, oh, we're only 18 minutes into the game, and this is Virtus Pro.
I thought they were going to do it in the fight before, up in that top jungle.
Really?
When it went really poorly.
Yeah, and they got team wiped.
Yeah. I was surprised they went on any further because it felt like they were just out of it mentally. Earth Spirit again for Elephant. FY. Oh, baby.
We've seen it. We've seen it be very dominant. Maybe this time he'll get a rampage.
We see this Earth Spirit picked up against Rubik a lot as well. We've seen this 4-4 matchup so many times because they're probably you'd say probably the two most popular at the moment, along with maybe Phoenix.
Yeah, and I would say on top of that, like giving like as a 4 position, you're usually someone who's trying to initiate. So like maybe you've got stuns and or something of the sort. Like you see Shadow Shaman, he's got wards and he's got a hex. He's also got shackles. It's like things you don't want to give away to Rubik. But Rubik can't really take advantage of the kit that Earth Spirit's going to give him. So it's a good hero where you've got a lot of reach and really don't have to worry if Rubik steals something from you because he can't really utilize it that well. So I think it's always nice to play that Earth Spirit against the Rubik. And they go to the Witch Doctor 3 games in a row.
Something I want to talk about.
Is this the new Sven?
Yeah, we talked about it like, oh, wow, we're really surprised that hasn't been picked. And then 3 games in a row, they're like, Witch Doctor.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Everybody just had like a conference call.
I like the Warlock Earth Spirit, though. I think as a support duo in team fights, they do such a crazy amount of damage. Like, Fatal Bonds with Magnetize is bonkers. So, if they manage to get their spells off, like, okay, on Elephant, like the big 2, the Fatal Bonds and Magnetize, then they'll be doing crazy amounts of damage in the fights. I think Fatal Bonds in general is a really underrated ability in Dota. It can just be difficult to use that hero well, I think.
They want to go for maybe their off laner, right? Who's still available that we usually see Yang play?
Not just Yang, but they could pick their mid tier as well, depending. Like they might want to pick a hero that works well with the Earth Spirit rotating in, and like that has decent kill potential.
Well, I think Shrek is still available.
Though. They don't have their steroid hero though to play with the Lesh, which is what they usually do. Like
I like that.
The Protector. Yeah, I like the
Nature's Prophet game.
It's interesting because a lot of people don't like picking Nature's Prophet. But people pick Witch Doctor into Nature's Prophet because it helps deal with the trees. But I think it goes the other way as well in the sense that you have this dual lane, if it is off lane, works really well together. The Nature's Prophet and the Earth Spirit. It's like really high pressure, and it's also the trees kind of absorb the cask bounces as well. It's like it goes both ways. That yes, the trees don't really do anything and they get stunned for a long time, but they also it enables your heroes to not get stunned up themselves.
I wonder if this is going to be a mid Sven, mid Doom. Sorry, you got to think of new things for Sven when it just sees him in the safe lane every single game. But mid Doom or not, is what I really wanted to say. But I guess they don't know that yet, so probably pick their safe laner here, so they can keep that flex value. Yeah, and they do. They go to the Troll.
This is an amazing pick. I love this. So. Troll's really good against Sven core to core, like we've said, if he can get his items online. It's also really good against Nature's Prophet in the laning stage because the Whirling Axe is a mischance and like it clears out the trees and everything as well. But also the mischance is really good against like all this damage that can come through from the trees and the Nature's Prophet and whatever. But it gives you good wave clear against them with the Whirling and the range axes. Like you have high armor up against the Nature's Prophet, which is important. So I think this is a great. This is a great pick. Don't laugh at me. I see you. I see you laughing. It's rude.
I'm doing nothing of the sort. Always here, straight face. Don't know what you're talking about. Viper ban and the OD ban, which is a little surprising. They don't have like the ogre for the OD because we usually see that combination come together, and I like that Razor ban a lot actually.
Yeah, but it's the OD Earth Spirit. This is what I was saying about them having this mid hero that works really well. It's like the setup. It owns Troll as well, that hero. Like, absolutely, just it's like probably the hardest counter.
I think they might just go to the Leshrac because the roll in with the Lightning Storm as well as the Split Earth is pretty solid.
It depends what RNG pick, because they'll be thinking like, oh, we obviously want a decent mid matchup, so it's difficult for them to decide. I think something like Zeus could be really interesting for Elephant. I don't think RNG deal well with that at all.
Ooh, ban the puck. I was going to say they may even want to ban the Leshrac themselves because I think it works for RNG here too. But that's, again, also if they want to go to the picking a mid hero. They could throw the Doom mid, go to something in the offlane.
They need some like early damage on RNG. I think they'll put the Doom offlane and pick a different 2, like this early game. Like maybe like a Kunkka, for example. I think looks okay this game.
Always a fan of Kunkka.
Queen of Pain's still in the pool, but it doesn't make sense to ban Razor and things. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Setsu Invoker. I like it.
It's cool.
I like RNG's lineup a lot.
Yeah, I think it's really good. They have... It might be slightly greedy. Like, when you play this Doom 3, I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on the Invoker to make the right rotations and things, but their draft looks okay. They don't really invade jungle too well, though, which is a bit of a problem, I'd say, against the Sven. Like, he is going to have a decent start to the game, you'd assume, on that hero.
Well, what they're trying to do, since they lost the last 2 Sven games, is the Chinese region has come into a collective, and they want Sven to just lose out so Sven gets more buffs.
Yeah, so it doesn't get nerfed.
Yeah, Sven actually lost like 12 games in a row in the Chinese region. I don't know how this is possible. I guess we're going to have to buff him. Insert spell immunity while God Strength.
Oh, don't say that. It lasts 40 seconds, BCOB. I don't want a 40-second BKB. Oh.
Oh, okay. I love TA. So I do enjoy seeing it here. Somnus is going to be on the TA. Unless they want to throw like some crazy 4-position TA and throw Somnus on the Earth Spirit. But, theory crafting.
No, it's going to be the standard. I will say it's very difficult to itemize against this Elephant lineup because you need BKBs against the Warlock on the Earth Spirit. But it's also, Elephant is like raw physical damage from their cores. So, like, itemizing against that kind of spread of damage can be really difficult because you want to build armor, but you have to build BKB as well. And obviously you'd need like this MKB on the troll or something as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he decides to approach it. I was wondering whether Elephant would pick a hero that hits the same timing as the Sven BKB.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like they kind of have. So like they have Blink Dessa on the TA, for example, at the same time Sven gets like this BKB. And well, obviously, I mean, TA should have a little bit more at that point. But it comes back to this thing again that they both want to farm Ancients. Like they both want to take the jungle, take the safe farm a little bit. Yeah. So one of them might suffer a little bit more than normal from what we usually see. But it's a good TA lane as well, up against Invoker. TA does really well. I think I prefer Elephant's lineup. If they can hit like this 20-25 minute timing like they normally do, then I think they'll just run away with it.
I do too, but I don't know. I want to see a close series.
Might be the toughest Rubik game we've seen in a while too. There's not a huge amount to work with.
Yeah, that's true. I think really the big benefit from Rubik here is just the telekinesis.
Interested to see how much FY can do on the Earth Spirit as well, and like how this lane does. Because like I said, I think Troll does really well in this lane, but they have potential to just, pressure them really hard with the Earth Spirit and the Nature's Prophet.
Now, usually we'll see like FY kind of move, or not really just FY, just Earth Spirits in general try to move around as much as they can. Is this a lane that he can just try to move around, like leave and abandon?
Yeah, he can, I think. Like, the Nature's Prophet is one of those series, if you get it off to a good start, it doesn't need a huge amount of help. But you have to remember that when the cast comes through from the Witch Doctor, if the Earth Spirit's not there, they always have kill potential onto the Nature's Prophet, so you just have to be a little bit worried. Because like you have the slow, you have the cast. The only thing I will say is if you wait for the cast to run out and then you can just TP away on the Nature's Prophet. Mm-hmm. Like unless he nets you or something on the troll, but you'd be pretty unlucky.
Oops.
Rush B King. What?
I'm pretty sure Rush B was a team.
Oh, Red Panda, Rush B King. Oh yeah, because they used to play together, didn't they, on SAG?
Oh.
Felix and Red Panda.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
But I'm pretty sure Rush B is a team. I wonder if they played for each other on Rush B. Or played with each other on Rush B.
I like how Red Panda didn't reply, though. He, like, just did an emoji in the chat.
Actually want to take a look at Red Panda and see if he was on that team.
Have you seen Witch Doctor starting items as well? And Ring of Basilius. Which is different to normal. Very different, in fact. This mana regen aura is really good with the troll because it helps them spam those axes to help deal with the Nature's Prophet. So it puts less pressure on the Witch Doctor to be the one that deals with the Prophet. And it's like, troll, you should be fine. I'll just give you mana. I'll give you HP. I imagine he probably takes heal at level 2.
Super efficient with that devour. Devouring the tree to start.
Oh, easy. That's really good, actually. There's an extra 50 gold and a little bit more for no reason, you know?
The battle begins.
Warriors of the wood.
I'm waiting to see how long Devour's going to be until it's up when they get to lane.
I'd say about 12
That's the only
seconds.
thing I care about. Like, it's all about the efficiency.
Oh. Is he going to get it immediately? That would be
7,
great.
6. He is. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Look at the
Wow.
efficiency.
Perfect. And devour.
What a time to be alive.
Very true. Let's take a look at how Jay's going to do up towards top against Yang and
Ooh.
F-Fly.
I needs to be careful about taking like hard right clicks up here. But they're killing all the trees, which is really good. They're like trying to make sure they give themselves a good start to the lane. This Fatal Bonds is so annoying as well down in bot.
Yeah, the Fatal Bonds level 1 is definitely a nuisance to deal with. But I think the last time we saw this hero it was 1-2, right?
What do you mean? Oh, what, the Warlock with the skill build?
Yeah, he went 2
Yeah.
into the Shadow Word afterwards.
This is a lane where he might consider going 2 points in Fatal Bonds, but I very much doubt it.
The jump from 1 to 2 isn't exactly amazing, though.
Phoenix might be in trouble. Oh, he didn't go for the Sven stun.
Like, yeah, the cooldown goes down by 6, but the percentage from 12 to 4, like 12 to 16,
FY?
is only a 4% jump.
Oh, get the courier. Oh, I can't get it. He's slower.
Oh. He was hoping for that melee range, question mark.
Because he chased the courier, he now can't stop the Witch Doctor's pull.
Yeah.
So,
And then Red Panda gets the kill onto SRF, and they'll lose Yara spot him. Bit of a
who's that
trade.
worth? For
Red Panda getting first blood. It's a bit more gold there for Elephant, but that's on the Warlock.
yeah.
And then Rubik gets solo experience.
He's trying to wait for level 3 on the Warlock before he pops his heal here as well.
Poker and TA
Oh god,
pretty
this
even thus
Fatal
far.
Bonds on the big
Did he-
creeps.
Do you take level 2 at 3? Let's see.
Yeah, he did. Cool. It's nice to see different things, though, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
then we had to get to actually analyze it rather than talk about Sven every game. It's amazing. Like, oh wow, the Sven's farming really quickly. Wow, he's ahead of everybody else.
Up by 3K. Obviously, he's not up by 3K yet, guys. He's getting
not quite though. This troll's having a really good time, though. Got the Wraith Band for the extra armor already and everything as well. FY started moving over to mid. Oh.
A little bit short of Setsu, though.
Yeah, Dire have the... I don't know whether the ward saw the Earthsplit coming or not. They have one like in their own jungle top.
Not for you.
Couple extra CS for Jay on those
Radiant
treants.
structures are fortified.
What do you think Sounded should get first, Blink or Deso?
Is it a Blink game? Probably Deso, because I still don't think you want to fight like massively until you have BKB on your Sven. So I think you focus on your own farm for like the first 15-20 minutes or so by going Deso and then into the Blink afterwards. Mm-hmm. She went Blink as well. Sorry, she went Bottle.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked about this yet, because we talked about it with the Sven in the previous game. Was just Sven sharing jungle. You know, TA's a hero that's going to want to back up into the jungle and try and farm as much as she can, because that's how she makes her boost, right? So, is that going to disrupt the farm that Eurus is going to get here, and by how much?
Yeah, that could be one reason why you go for the Blink, though. I don't know. It is annoying, and like obviously farming the Ancients is something that they both want to do, and one of the heroes is going to suffer because of it. But like the way the laning stage is going at the moment, they've already having this like decent advantage. So the TA might look to like take the jungle early on, and then if she's having a really good time, she could just shove lanes out constantly.
Mm-hmm. FY making the rotation over bottom, so they're going to have a third hero here to try and go in onto SRF. Gone 2-2 so far.
And he doesn't even have to land the roll first. Like they have the Svensson to work with Rome, so.
Yeah, so that's what they're going to start with. They've got the roll coming in from FY. There's the boulder smash.
Ooh,
SRF, is he going to survive this? The Fatal Bonds are going to work on the creeps as well. They'll get the kill on SRF. Not getting away this time.
Red Panda's is almost level 4.5 at like almost 6 minutes into the game. He's having a great time.
Grabbing a lot of experience, yeah.
And Yang was starting to catch up top again, but it's getting to the point in the lane now where the troll just starts to shove out the lane really quickly, like he's about to hit level 5. Yang.
Cask bouncing over to the treants that he's bringing in. Now they've got the Maledict. Red Panda comes over, throws the Shadow Word onto Yang. They've got the Sprout super taking a lot of damage. He's only got the level 1 into the Voodoo Restoration. They have the damage to get the kill. Red Panda has the Fatal Bond, so they can work with that as well. Don't think that's going to be enough with the Voodoo Restoration constantly on at the moment.
He's waiting to salve up. Refills the bottom mid of the TA on FY, just TP's in.
Yang's going to get close to this level 6.
Lane.
He's actually going to TP bottom, looking over at SRF, because Eurus is one shot from dead, gets into the tree, still surviving, and they get the kill on SRF. He's maneuvering well enough to avoid Felix, but Felix has the Fade Bolt, so the second he spots him, he'll Fade Bolt him, but not enough damage to get the kill. The Wrath of Nature's coming in, they stop the TP, and the damage is there! Oh my god! How much did that Wrath of Nature just do?
That was a nuke. A nuke and a half.
400 damage.
That must have been like the last bounce of the whole thing.
Wow. And that's helped him to get the kill because they didn't have a way to stop that TP.
SRF's actually gone for a point in Inferno Blade early on as well, which is interesting. So obviously it's okay against like these melee heroes and things in lane. But now the Sven can just head back to the jungle with his treads, I assume. I'll stack the camp on the way, Eurus. He's like, oh yeah, God, I forgot.
Radiant are scanning.
And
Just.
Dire's middle tower
yeah, I was gonna say if he didn't get
is
that stack, that's why he's not a support.
Yeah.
Oh, poor man's shield. And keen optic.
Radiant's
TA going into the
bottom
blink
tower
dagger
is under
first. Actually has a double damage
Oh,
bottle
okay.
too.
So she's going blink first. It'd be interesting to see how much like early action, and how many early fights she does force. This tier 1 tower
are
is
fortified.
very low already, though. Yang making these early rotations.
Now have the Treants tank the tower, and they'll get the tower.
Dire's middle
You know, it doesn't help that Somnus is all of a sudden hitting for like 200 plus.
So let's think of the positives for the blink. So obviously they have the Nature's Prophet 3 that can TP in, and like they have Wrath of Nature and things. So if like Somnus finds somebody with this early blink dagger, like especially the Rubik or the Witch Doctor, they die so quickly to not even just Somnus. If there's a +1 as well, they're dead every time. Negatives, you don't get to farm as quickly, but you're gonna get the Deso second anyway, I'd imagine. Top lane. Oh, the double ensnare.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yang. Sprout Treants ensnared again. Ooh, last shot comes in. Shadow Word not going to be enough. So Jay gets a solo kill.
FY bot lane as well is desperately trying to keep his tower alive as long as possible. But
Radiant's bottom
There
tower
are
is
3
under
heroes
attack.
here, and FY is in trouble. Good position by Super. They've got the EMP. FY dead. Setsu gets the kill, and this tower is not going to be long for this world with the pressure coming in.
yeah, so they're kind of trading bot tower for mid tower in a sense,
Radiant's
right? Where
bottom
Setsu's
tower
TP'd
is under
away
attack.
to try and get something back the other way. They really want to kill the troll with this chaotic offering, though, by the looks of it. I think they
Yeah, they
need a
could-
+1 from
Radiant's
somebody.
structures are fortified.
Maybe. Chaotic Offering, Fatal Bonds, maybe, as well as Wrath of Nature? Is that enough?
Maybe, but as soon as he gets Battle Trance off, it's like... Maybe they can kite him around with Sprout, actually. That would be pretty good. Eurus is taking an Ancient stack on the Sven, by the way, as well.
That's exact.
Oh, look, Sven's top on net worth.
I'm gonna buy 600 at this point, though.
It's enough.
So there's the Wrath of Nature, and they're looking over mid. They're gonna lose FY. 3 heroes here mid to get that kill on this Earth Spirit. But they're starting to converge over top. Sven's coming around. They don't have Wrath of Nature anymore, but there's the Fatal Bonds. Immediately, Jay's retreating.
Yeah, they want to try and force the tower down. This is what we're saying. And here's the +1. Oh no, the courier. That's his Claymore. Ooh. Oh dear. Not great for the troll. I think he has to TP away here, surely.
Sam just comes
they're
over.
on the
Sam is
aggressive.
what is his positioning? He's in a hard spot, and that is a great kill for RNG, and they might even just get more. Yang trying to TP away. Can they stop this? No, not in time.
Yeah, the Sprout in the middle of loads of other trees, unfortunately, so the Quelling Blade couldn't cut all down all the trees that were needed. Yeah, I don't think they expected RNG to commit quite so heavily there, though, to defend the tower.
Yeah.
Like, the TA was coming over, was like, yeah, I'm just here to secure this, like, secure the troll's retreat, make sure the tower dies. Oh god, there's 4 heroes on top of me.
I think there was 5. What did Rubik get? Nature's Call. EMP, Setsu going over, Yang in trouble, he'll end up going down. And the reason they're able to see that Nature's Prophet there is this fight continues with
the Fatal Bonds
because they've got the
magnetized.
Nature's Call on Felix. Magnetized, Fatal Bonds is going to be enough damage to get the kill on F. Now they look over as Eurus is going in with the God Strength. Super low, ends up dead. Look over at Setsu. They're starting to turn on to Eurus. They've got the cold snap, and he'll fall to Felix's Fade Bolt.
Somnus is still going in as well.
Blink
Oh god.
onto the opposite side. They're no longer Fatal Bonds, but now the Wrath of Nature doing a lot of damage. The Fatal Bonds back on them. Telekinesis, as well as the Doom coming out of the Somnus. They'll look over at the Nature's Prophet. Yang trying to man fight this, but the battle trance is out, and Yang's going to lose his life.
Oh.
So Jay, he gets the kill there on the Yang. They're still chasing. Somnus muted for a while, and the Tornado as well as the EMP comes in to seal the deal and get the kill.
So, that's 4 core deaths in the space of about a minute there. 2 on Yang, 1 on Eurus, 1 on Somnus. And we've had this conversation before. Troll versus Sven, the Sven needs to be playing from in front. Because otherwise what happens is the Troll goes to this Battle Fury first, keeps up with farm, and then like destroys the game. Like it plays really well into the Sven, because you have the mischance and everything as well from the whirling axis. Unfortunately, like they got their combo off with the Magnetize Chaotic Offering and the Fatal Bonds and things, but he didn't get to refresh the Magnetize a second time because he died before he could put another stone down. So like it lasted the minimum duration effectively.
That was very hilarious that Yang was like, oh, I sprouted, I'm okay. And then he wasn't.
But Yang's so far behind now. Like they were doing really well on Elephant, but a couple of really bad fights. All of a sudden, like the Orchid gets delayed on the profits, and you know this Orchid's an item that you want to be getting it as early as possible for the maximum amount of usages.
Roll in, Geomagnetic Grip. Somnus, 2-shotting Super. He's got himself a double damage. They're looking and thinking about the Chaotic Offering, fainting it twice. Wrath of Nature coming in. They've got 4 heroes up top for RNG.
What I'm not 100% sure about that is he might have died to protect his ward there, potentially. Because they saw the Earth Split on the high ground. Okay, Red Panda dewards it anyway. Never mind. I think he was worried that if he didn't give his life away, then his ward might get dewarded like instantly.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structure
Rubik's stolen traps as well. Can you see all these green ones?
Yeah.
So annoying.
We were talking about how there isn't really a lot for him to utilize in terms of stealing. I think the best thing he can get is probably Chaotic Offering.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Fatal Bonds could potentially be really good as well if he gets it. Or like Upheaval's good against Sven.
Telekinesis, Somnus, caught again. And he's gonna drop easily. Somnus not exactly having a great game.
He's struggling. But again, you know, the Sven's been the one taking the Ancients and like the farm and things. So the TA is the one that suffered because of it. She hasn't been able to hit the same timings on her items as normal. But for Elephant, it's all about the Sven BKB timing. You know, how much can they get done with that? Yang, bot lane. Oh, no ensnare. I think he ensnared the hit afterwards.
Never in doubt. He's got an Orchid now, though.
Mid lane. They might look for Setsu.
Yeah, I mean, he just used Tornado and the Meteor, so this is not going to be good for him.
Are they... What are they wanting to do with this?
Somnus wants to go again. He's going to go after SRF. Felix is here. They use the Doom. They got the Telekinesis. Somnus is like throwing his life away. Rolling Boulder comes in from F1. They might be able to deny him or keep him alive with the Shadow Word. Is it going to be enough? Chaotic Offering, that gets committed. They look over the Doom. They've got Yang TPing in, and they should find the kill on SRF. The heal is enough to keep Somnus alive. That was really well done by Red Panda to have the awareness just to get that out before he went in with the Fatal Bonds as well.
That was like a massive bait by Somnus at the same time. Yeah, it was close. Like, he almost gave his life away, but kind of knows that he should be okay. I think he probably took more damage than he would have liked. But they get the Doom usage as well, which is huge.
Yeah, something
Rubik
never
is,
in doubt.
The Rubik's...
Melded.
Yeah.
And still dead, though.
They're like, we know he's here somewhere. I mean, they took a really bad fight, but they're still managing to hit this timing in the, this point of the game. Somnus with this Blink first has done really well.
Yeah, it felt like he was kind of maybe getting caught out too much, but he's still having a good game.
Clumsy net as well. Great item for the TA. And now they just can look towards that Roche with the TA.
Yeah, especially once he gets the Deso, too. I think it took it really quickly.
You know, having the double meld available with the physical damage, not just from the TA, but the Sven as well. They need to wait for the BKB just in case they come over on RNG, but... So Troll's got Yasha coming out in the corner, is now going back for the BKB again. That makes sense.
Dire are scanning.
Like you said, you need the BKB up against the Earth Spirit and the Warlock, really.
Yeah.
Otherwise, imagine like your 1 HP troll with Fatal Bonds on him, just getting hit over and over again. Like the rest of the team's just dying, just because of the troll.
Troll gets another shawl.
I guess Invoker takes
Setsu.
it.
By the way, Setsu, he's got Midas, Urn, and now going Force Staff.
It's a really good 4-staff game, though, up against like all 3 of these cores.
Mm-hmm.
The TA and the Sven are not easy to kite, but it's possible, and like against the Sprout as well. Otherwise, what's going to happen every single fight is that the Troll's going to pop Battle Trance and just get sprouted up. And like so much of his damage is just kind of like null and void at that point.
Dire's middle tower is under
Sven
attack.
just short of this BKB. Yang going for his as well. And the Deso, okay, Somnus finishes that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, so this is the timing that we talked about.
Yeah.
Link Deso TA, BKB Sven. Let's go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
FY almost has his own
Dire's bottom
BKB actually.
tower
First
is under
time.
attack.
Yeah, he's not too far from it.
So it hasn't even gone Veil first this game because it doesn't work with his cores, really. Just go
Dire's
straight for the
bottom
BKB.
tower is under attack.
They're going to try and defend this tier 1 tower, or they're going to go right into Roche with this
So
smoke.
they'll be waiting for the Sven BKB to come out of the courier, which it just has.
I actually have a Rubik trap on Roche,
Radiant's top tower has
so they'll
fallen.
know if they're in this pit if they show.
They know exactly where they are. Both teams do.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they see the DD. Oh, they know what they want.
Somnus going to show over mid. We'll see if they make the jump. Does do a blink? Yeah, he's got blink. He's going into the BKB. Troll also going into the BKB. So a lot of these heroes are going to get their BKBs as we come into the next fights.
I think that favors Radiant's side though, if they get their BKBs online, because this, like we said, they do a lot of physical damage on their cores, whereas the Dire side is kind of like a lot more magical based, right? It's kind of really only the Troll that offers that physical damage threat.
They're in Roche. They're going to know.
With the DD, like this Roche goes down so quickly.
Roshan has fallen.
They may have known, but there was no way for them to really get into the pit, right? And fight this Somnus TA with the double damage.
Absolutely not. They need the Troll BKB. It's up to Elephant here to make the most of this window before the Troll gets it as well. Like, they've taken this top tier 2 already. They might be able to try and take the mid tier 2, but... I'd like to see them try and force something. I love the medallion on the Warlock as well. I think it works well not only with the heroes that they have, but defensively against the Troll. It's always going to be good. Solar Crest is such a crazy item in general when you get there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
TP in from the Sven over bottom. They've got FY nearby as well.
Yeah, they need the TA to loop round here though as well at the same time, which she is.
Yeah. Well, they have vision with this ward over here, so they spotted this.
And Troll's TP's away. They're doing a good job on RNG shoving their lanes out. It's the same as what Asta were trying to do before on Elephant, where they want to try and force the fight with the Sven BKB, but they're not being given it right now. And the Troll's still just farming away, getting towards his own. 500 gold away.
Dire's
SRF.
bottom tower is under attack.
Close.
Dire's
Troll
structures are
close.
fortified.
Haven't really felt much from the Invoker this game. He's going into the BKB as well. His itemization
Dire's
is
bottom
interesting.
tower has fallen.
On who, sorry?
Dire's bottom
The Invoker.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's different.
Dire's structures
I thought he
are
might go
fortified.
Medallion as well, which is something we've seen a lot of Invokers go at the moment, but skipping it completely to go for the BKB.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're just losing these towers. You know, they gave up the Roche, they lost the towers. They can't really fight, of course, but
that's the thing. Now, okay, so now Troll has BKB.
tough. Yeah.
So, but the kind of thing you're like 3 minutes away from the Aegis, like, disappearing. So it's kind of like, well, do we still really want to fight with the Troll here? Or, like, should we just wait for the Aegis to disappear?
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably their next thought. But then when the Aegis disappears, TA's going to have BKB, so she's still going to be difficult to kill anyway.
They're going to make the jump. They've got the telekinesis. Can they get this kill? SRF comes over. They've used the chaotic offering. That's going to stun the invokers as well as SRF. He pops the BKB and throws the Doom onto the Sven. They look to get the damage as the Wrath of Nature comes through from Yang. It does a lot of damage under the Rubik as well as the Witch Doctor. Now they've got the Aegis. They get the kill into Felix. They look over at Super on the back lines. They get the kill into Setsu. FY's got himself a double kill. Now triple kill. FY coming in clutch. Doom no longer available on Eurus, or no longer on Eurus, and they get the kill out onto Troll. Full team wipe, no casualties for Elephant.
That was a really good Doom by SRF at the start of the fight. He takes out the Sven before he uses God's Strength. So it's like, okay, well, where's their damage coming from now? They don't have Sven. Oh, FY's got a BKB and he's pop Magnetized. And they're going for the win.
Yeah. They're right by the base. They can go for it.
Oh. They're just forcing them to use buybacks when they don't really want to. Because now they've used the buybacks and they're still going to lose a set of racks. Rather than just losing a set of racks. That's really well played by Elephant, actually. I didn't expect them to do that at all.
I almost thought that they could just go in anyway, continue forward. They did have God Strength for a little bit longer.
Killing 2 tier 4s and a throne that quickly is pretty difficult. I mean, they would have done it if nobody bought back, though.
Just do it. That was all I was expecting. It's a really good fight. Tornado coming out from Setsu in the top lane. It seems like he's just using as much as he can to farm, but look at where he is in terms of net worth.
Felix
just
loses
above
half.
FY.
Felix loses half his HP on the Rubik to a Wrath of Nature as well, which is a little bit worrying for him. They're pinging out the spot here too. They want to force a fight before the God Strength and like the Golem and stuff are up, but
God Strength's up in 5. They don't have a lot of time.
Like Golem's up in 40 seconds though, right? So they do have a window where they're strong, a little bit stronger here potentially compared to normal and RNG, but yeah, the window's so small. See this TA mid as well. Shoves the lane up. They have to defend it, right?
Mm-hmm. So FY comes over. He's going Octarine.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Just, it feels like RNG don't exactly have a lot of options. So they're kind of stuck in the mud of what can they do.
Yeah, I mean the Troll's like been doing okay, but the Invoker's just falling off a cliff in terms of net worth. Like he has Midas, which is nice, and Doom has Devour, which is nice, but they've really hit their stride on Elephant in that last fight. That Earth Spirit just tearing them to pieces. I love how they just jumped the Invoker as well in the backline straight away before. Like they know he has no defensive capability until he has like BKB or something, and I think Setsu's realized that, so he's going Yules instead because he's probably not going to finish BKB before the next fight. So he needs some way of purging the Orchid at least.
Titan Sliver for the Radiant side as well.
Oh, good.
I love that FY's just holding on to the Philosopher's Stone, getting as much gold as he can to go into this Octarine core, which he's not too far off of, just about 1,800 gold. Daedalus almost finished for the Templar Assassin as well. He's got that Chrysalis.
I thought she might get Hurricane Pike, but I mean, the raw damage is always going to be good. It means that when you get doomed as well, like at least you can right-click people still anyway. I thought she just might want to kite the troll out a bit more, that was all. But I guess the way the game's going now, with their 18k net worth lead.
Chaotic Offering. Thrown down on
the upheaval as well.
Super. Wrath of Nature comes in. Super still alive. Golem chasing. Cold Snap. That'll keep Super up and going.
That was...
Might even focus their attention over on SRF. But he jumps forward into the hands of Eurus, and he just gets destroyed.
Oh my
Jay
goodness.
goes for this. He falls as well. Oh my, the meld strike with the God Strength. GG is already called. They'll go for the Invoker. He's one shot from dead. And he'll fall. And the Elephant, they're going to take game one.
You could see, though, the big problem they have is, like, they need to build BKBs, but how do they deal with the TA and the Sven and things, right? Like, normally you want to build halberds and like solar crests and things against these kind of heroes, but when you're having to be forced to rush BKB, it feels really rough on RNG.
Yeah, it almost felt like it was just a matter of time until they ended up winning that game. Like RNG, yeah, they were farming their way and trying to come back, but it seemed like there was just too many items that they needed to get back into the game.
We should also